What it do, what it do. Today we're gonna talk about why your body is in pain. Nowadays, a lot of people are experiencing pain from a young age. Are people suffering from rheumatism and just a lot of symptoms of pain that a lot of that people don't really have the answers for. They get different treatments, but it might help for 2 weeks. And depending to which practitioner you go, you'll get different treatments, and it might help for 2 weeks. A lot of people are getting surgeries, right? A lot of people are getting surgeries on their knees, and at the end of the day, that's not where the problem is. So it's really focused on treating symptoms. And the thing with treating symptoms is it never get to the source, and you can only solve a problem from the source. So what happens is it might be good for 1 week, and then it won't be good, and then the chance is very big that they will just tell you, yeah, you just need to learn how to live with it. I've been in pain for like what 3 years now, and it's getting better though, and to we're gonna get to the point why it's getting better. But I went to I went to like Caesar therapy that's focused on like the posture of the body, and she told me like your posture isn't even that bad. So that basically saying like I don't know what the cause of your pain is. And she also told me like, yeah, it might be I'm doing web development, things like that. So she was like, yeah, it might be to that. I only do that for 2 hours a day. And listen, when I was going to school, I was sitting behind the desk for like 8 9 hours a day and never had any problems. So that already shows it couldn't be that problem. It couldn't be that, right? I've been moving way more than before those time than during those times, so it couldn't be that. Then I went to the doctor. They took blood samples and all those type of things, and they couldn't find the pain. And eventually, they gave me a paper which said, I think it was the sickness of Sitza, and it was what did this was what really made me mad. They told me, yeah, the sickness of Sitza is when the doctors can't really diagnose your pain. When your body is in pain, but we don't know where it comes from, bro. Why do you have a name for something that you don't even know what it is? You just basically now you're just labeling air, because you couldn't tell me what's wrong with my body. You just saying like when your body is in pain, we call it like this. So that's stupid. But now we're gonna get to why the body is in pain. So first we need to learn a little bit like the biology of the body. Like we have the autonomic nervous system. It consists out of your parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. Rest and digest, fight or flight. Rest and digest is basically the state where your body is supposed to be in for like 99% of your life basically. Rest and digest focuses on it. All consists out of blood flow. It really is dictated to where the blood flow will go through. So rest and digest, a lot of blood flow will be going through your gut digest to digest food. Blood will be flowing through your brain like in unison. It will be very calm. You'll be in a peaceful state. And fight or flight is the opposite. That is when the body is secreting stressors like such as cortisol into your bloodstream, with make sure heartbeat rise, things like that. I think it's not really correct. I think really the heart really dictates. I think your heart first sends out a signal and then the stress signal. So, but like yeah, just like that, like it is really like it prepares your body to fight or flight. And it is handy, of course. But nowadays, when we live in a society where physical danger isn't even that prevalent anymore, we're no longer really. Of course, we still need it, because when you need to run for something, you need to run for something. When you're in danger, you really need to have the resource to get out of it. But 99% you won't be in those situations. But the thing is, your mental state really dictates what you will perceive as danger. So we're gonna put it like this. Let's say you were born in in an environment where you never had the chance to express yourself, because talking about feelings, you learned that, nah, then my parents will how would I say it? My parents will no longer give me the love that I deserve. At a young age, then you're programmed like, okay, expressing my true feelings is dangerous. I don't do that. And now what will happen when you grow up, you will continue to live in that state, even though that time is already it's already is no longer prevalent anymore. Now you can express yourself because you're no longer dependent upon the outside world for your happiness, because now you're a real individual. You're 20, or I don't know how old you are. Now you can express yourself, because if somebody rejects you, that's only their opinion. It doesn't have any real consequences. You're not dependent upon their love, such as the times when you were growing up. Like, that's no longer going on. But if your mind is programmed like that, then you will continue to live with that mindset that, okay, if I express myself, that's danger. And that's the difference between physical danger and mental danger. Perceiving danger through depending upon your mentality. And we just talked about the fight or flight system. That fight or flight system will also activate when mental danger is detected. So when you detect, like, okay, nah, if I say this or that, then they won't like me anymore, which your brain confuses as the time that you were depending upon the validation from your parents. It will think like, okay, at this time it's still not safe to do that. Now your body will like basically secrete all those fight will basically secrete all those stresses, which put your body in fight or flight. And what will happen is all your blood flow will be going through your muscles and not through your brain anymore. That's also why when you're like anxious and things like that, you can't even really like clearly think like what is 2 plus 3. As soon as it gets difficult, a little bit difficult, and it's not you cannot automatically like do the mathematical thing, then you won't have the answer for it, because your brain power is so low. So what will happen is the blood flow will be going through your muscles, and if that system will be on for too long, what will happen is bacterials like what's the name of it? Yeah, bacteria will basically, they call it like muscle fatigue. What will happen is it needs to your body needs to return to like unison, return to calmness. But that won't happen because, like, let's say during the day, 15 times a day, 20 times a day, you perceive danger because of that previous program that you're running on. You perceive danger, so you're continuously perceiving danger. You're now instead of 99% rest and digest, now you're living on 99% fight or flight. And the body isn't made for that. The body is supposed to run for a while. That's why you can only sprint. That's why you can only sprint for like what? A good 30 seconds. But now your body is basically preparing to sprint for like the entire day, but it won't happen. So now your muscles fatigue. Your body doesn't have the time to return to that like generating state where it will um where the blood will clean itself, like when you the bacterials in that flow went into your muscles will get cleaned up. So what will happen is you will get like energetic buildup, which is basically all the stressors that were running through your blood. Those things will build up into your muscles, and what will happen now? Your muscles will fatigue, and that's where a lot of pain comes from in this world. Like, a lot of pain comes from that, because a lot of people don't know where their pain comes from. And I'm telling you, it's really this. If you went through like, if you went to like, and which a lot of people went, if you went to the doctors and all those type of things, and they all gave you just those wishy-washy things, and even if they told you like it's this, and they and you got treatment but you still don't feel right, listen to that gut feeling. And not listening to that gut feeling is also a problem why you're into this, because you basically learn to neglect yourself, because listening to yourself and being the true you was dangerous during those times when you needed the validation from other people. But yeah, that's what happened. The body will just stay in that fight or flight system. Your muscles will be too tensed, too full of the bacterials, and your body doesn't get cleansed. It doesn't return to rest and digest. And now it's just, and now the muscles will also weaken because they don't have the proper, they don't go through the proper system of generating itself and becoming stronger muscles. And that's really, and that become, can become chronic. But really, it's really the body is really letting you know that there is something wrong with the program that you're running on, that the program that you're running on is detrimental to your health. It's not benefiting your health. And the thing is, the reason why you, because like I've said, this is a program that stems from your childhood. But during your childhood, you weren't feeling the pain. You could just do sports the entire day. And why that is because during that time, you really relied upon that system. You really relied upon, okay, I might need to, I might need to like, I can't really express myself because my parents aren't stable enough to handle the truth or my true feelings. And so during that time, that program served you. But now it doesn't anymore. So that's where the pain will come from. And I'm gonna give you a clear example of what happened in my life. I was I was going through like a little awakening phase. I started reading books, exercising, and all of a sudden it was, and this was what was really crazy. I started remembering things from the past, and all of a sudden I started to have pains in my body. And that's really where I later found out, okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Those things came back into my life, basically back into my consciousness, the things that I was trying to hide, and my body started hurting. And that's basically the body telling, like I've said, it's the body, the mind is letting the body know, okay, this is what you need to work up on. This is what's causing you pain, because mentally it's letting you know it, but you don't want to access those things because you created a phobia for those emotions. But the body will let you know. And that's why Bessel van der Kolk is like a known trauma expert, and he wrote the book The Body Keeps the Score. Because even if you with your psyche try to forget it and blocked it out of your life, your mind won't, your body won't. Why? Because the stressors, the stressors and all the hormones and all those things that are running into your body stem from that program that you're trying to escape from. So the body will keep the score, and that's what causing your pain. So, and it's difficult. Why it's difficult? Because you automatically need to go through what's the word, alternative healing things. But really it's not alternative. It's only alternative in the Western society, because Western society is really like, oh, as soon as you can see it, it doesn't exist. Which is like very stupid, because like for me at least for me it's very stupid, because the thing is, a lot of things we can't see, but they are still being used. So it's really like, for them it's really like what's not prevalent to us, because when people will realize that the mind body connection, then people will realize that they can heal themselves, and that they won't need to go through all those subscription pill processes. So it's really also like a matrix thing. Like they benefit from just people focusing on symptoms and never really never getting to the source, so they can just, yeah, just take these pills, just pay me a couple $100 and take these pills, and I will see you next month. So we'll continue to focus on your systems. And I'm not bashing doctors, because doctors are just a part of another part of the unknowingness. They also don't know, like, that they really believe in their practices, which they also should, because as we know, doctors are good people. We need doctors, but we need to have like a health system where that is um like bundled, the physical, the because, like, we all know, bro, you can't deny that what the Western people know about the physical world, they're geniuses, right? But we need to bundle that the physical knowledge with the mental knowledge, and that's when we really, then we will have problem, then we will have power. And I said, like, then we will have problems. But a certain people, the people that will collect all the prescription pills money and all those things, the people that benefit from just people not knowing their problems, they will have a problem. But we as people in general will definitely benefit from it. And a lot of sicknesses will be cured then, because, like, at the end of the day, sicknesses such as cancer, of course, God forbid anybody who has cancer, it all comes down to, like, cells not, it all comes down to cells not regenerating. And I won't say I won't say that cancer won't happen if, like, if you're mentally not in stress, but, like, your body will definitely be more capable of generating new cells and, like, preventing sickness. So yeah, that's really why you are in pain. And what you need to do is find the you need to find the awareness to really realize for yourself, okay, where did my pain start? Where did it start? Like, when did I when did my body really start to hurt? When did my body start to hurt? And also, the thing is, I I my pain started around my heart. Like, I thought it was my heart, but it really wasn't. It was a gland over, I don't know what the name is. I think it's the lymph, or the thymus. It's the thymus. I think the thymus. The thymus is around here, this section. And also, the funny thing is, the seven energy centers, the fourth one is connected to the thymoid, or the name, I don't know what the name exactly is. There's some bro science shit, but, like, it is connected to the thymoid. So that already shows, like, that energy center was closed. It was blocked. It was like basically blocked through the experiences from the past. And the funny thing is also, the thing from the past which came into my mind was the thing that was, like, during the time that I started to feel that pain. So, and for a long time I felt ashamed to share these things, because it's so wishy-washy. But if everybody will stay wishy-washy about it, then, like, only a certain people will talk about it, and those people will be, like, blamed some crazy guru yogi people, and like, I'm tired of it. We really need to, like, start to talk about those things, these spiritual practices, which basically the entire human race depend upon, until, in my opinion, a certain group of people, like, no long we're like becoming the middle point of like of the human race. And they was like, nah, if those people know about these practices and know about this knowledge, then we are no longer able to, like, run a matrix and things like that. So yeah, we really need to get back to that power. So, but yeah, this is really the video of why your body is in pain. And like I've said, become aware of when did it start, and what were you going through during that time. What came back into your knowledge, and where did the pain in your body start, and is it connected to an energy center, things like that. it doesn't necessarily has to be directly connect to the energy center where the location of the pain, but oftentimes it is. So yeah, like that was basically my video. If you want to see more content, feel free to check out my YouTube account. And yeah, like if you wanna, if this is something that you would like to see more often, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the video what you think about this. And if you want me to help you during your one-on-one journey, connect me on Twitter. The link will be in the bio, and it's entirely free for now. So yeah, we can just hop on a call, and I can help you with whatever I can help you with. So yeah, that was basically my video. Enjoy your day, stay gaining knowledge, stay out here, stay powerful, stay, you know, I'm out.